This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. I hope y'all are good today. It's time for our February reading for the sign of Cancer. And Cancers are said to be having a really good spurt of creativity and growth. So I just wanted to let you know that. And the cards have been shuffled, they've been cut, they've been blessed. And this is the table where the tarot cards are used in a astrology format to get information about 12 different categories of your life. So we get a lot of information out of here. Now, my friend Link publishes a calendar. It's called A Year and a Day. And what he does is he researches antiquities and he finds out what went on in previous centuries and reports them to us. And he puts each one of these little paragraphs on the appropriate date in a calendar. So let's see what's happening in February of 2026 with the old. Oh my God. Ooh. Okay, on the 24th of February, the feast of Shiva, a Hindu god of destruction and renewal. Greek feast, it's also the Greek feast of the Choes, Choes, Anthesteria festival, including a procession with Dionysus himself riding on a ship. Well, what the heck does that mean, you wonder? Well, we're only getting a brief description, so we'll just have to wonder. Okay, and just in case, I have to use my cheat sheet. If the artist uses his creative license to make designs that don't necessarily match what I would call the classic deck design, sometimes I have to use a cheat sheet. I'm sorry. It's terrible. Okay, are we ready? All right, so Cancer. 12 houses. First house is what you're thinking about now. Oh, here's the same thing a Gemini thought. So somebody's doing something underhanded to you. Things are happening behind the scenes. And you want to find out what they are so you can use them. Well, I'm a Cancer rising, so I would say, yeah. Okay, second house is your money. Oh, here we got the King of Swords. Well, what does he do with his money? I don't know. Also, because that's got a face card, I'm going to put a modifier on it. So here's an idea of how to get more money. This is about new action in the world of wands, and wands governs business. Okay? And got a lot of good ideas about how to get more business. Okay, ponder that, Cancers out there. They'll probably work. Third house. Oh, wow. Third house is your communication. That means emails, telephone calls, text messages, letters, short distance trips. That's kind of like that. And here we are. And right now, your words are being particularly sweet and kind because this is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, this fella, is one of the best cards in the deck to pick, to show up in your reading, because this person is happy. Look at that smile on his face. She, if this is you and you're a girl, you got a smile on your face like this, and you got 9 full cups in the background. Cups are symbols of love. So you have lots of love. You have plenty of security in order to help you remain a peaceful and calm life. Good for you. Fourth house is your home. Oh my God. Okay, I got to cover this up because I guess whatchamacallit doesn't like it. YouTube doesn't like it if we display this and that. So I just have to cover this up. One of my favorite tarot readers on TV does this on YouTube because we're not allowed to show bodies. Okay? Now, you have a loving home. According to this, you have a loving home. So good for you. Not everybody can manage that. Okay. 5. Oh. And 5, this is the 5th house of romance and creativity. And because this card is right next to the lover's card in your home, you want to keep the beautiful loving exchange growing and multiplying and making you happier and happier. So you Cancers will do a lot for each other to keep why do I want to say the home fires burning? That sounds like a 1940s war movie, but it just keeps the home, high hopes and goodwill keep the home happy, okay, and love. Okay, 6th house, work and health. Okay, so you need a little help in your house of work. In other words, you have work that you do and you get paid for, and right this second, this is all your work right here. And you're bored with it and you're tired of it and you need some new ideas. Here come a new idea, all right. Can you use it? Will you use it? Will you do some more research to find out what you can use from this unexpected, let's call it advice, if you're, with regard to your work. How to make your work life pay better. Okay, that's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th house, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Now, what the heck is this? The Emperor is not a nice guy. And well, you don't necessarily like, how should I say that? You don't like a mean partner, because the Emperor is not a nice guy. According to other readers, they say that the Emperor is a symbol of a person who was like a teacher that you had in school, who brought your homework back to you, put it on your desk and said, do it over. Nobody likes that. So, here we are. Why is the Emperor? Well, on the one hand, if you get inspired to do something icky or mean to somebody, don't do it. Because this guy is going to encourage you to do that. I mean, in other words, okay, so what I can picture is having words with your companion when they didn't need to be said. They didn't need to say them. Nobody needed to say them out loud. But this makes me think that you want to say them out loud, but it will not necessarily do as much good as you want. Maybe subtlety is a better tool when dealing with people you deal with at the moment, okay? All right. 8th house is money from other people, income tax checks, lawsuit checks, insurance checks, bonus checks. And this has money here. So, this indicates that along those categories, you're probably going to get some money. However, it won't be a terrible lot of money. It won't be a huge amount of money, but it's enough to keep you following. What do you do when you follow the rope? Like if you're out in a blizzard, there has to be a rope. Do you remember blizzards? There has to be a rope between the house and the barn because you had to follow the rope to get to the barn because the wind was blowing and the snow was blowing. I've only seen that in the movies. But I can sympathize with what it's like. Oh, so you're going to get some encouragement with regard to your work because some money is going to come in that you're unexpected. Okay? Yay. Okay, 9th house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long-distance travel. What do we have? We have a guy who's ready for action. Oh, okay. Okay, you're ready for action. And there might be some places that you've already got in mind that you want to go. And don't make a rash decision because here it says take your time because for one thing, because travelers are becoming fewer and fewer just in the world in general, that may mean that the demand goes down. And if the demand goes down, the prices go down. That's a practical reason not to go off. What do people say? Go off half-cocked. Don't do it. Just name yourself 3 or 4 places you want to go, and then ponder how to get there and when. Because, by golly, girl, that is doable. How about that? You might have to put it off, but we'll see, okay? That's not 10th house is your career. Now we got the King of Cups. Now what else? Oh, when something's coming. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. Okay, the King of Cups. Well, there's more coming. Well, the thing is, my husband is a King of Cups. He's a Cancer too. Something, and he takes my videos. He does all the tech work. So like, So, and there's something coming. So kids, if you got a career, expect good things to roll in, okay? Because it might be looking pretty bleak out there, but you keep your chin up and you keep your eyes up and go on. Okay, 11th house. What is this? 11th house is long-term plans and friends from previous employers. Also, just friendship in general. So what, now notice that this is the first card in the deck and it's labeled 0. And it is called the Fool. Please do not anyone take offense. Do not anyone take offense, because when these cards were invented or begun to be used in Italy and France in the 1300s and 1400s, this was a common title for people who were inexperienced. So, if this is the 11th house and it's long-term plans, I think that look, what's he doing? He's moving. He does not want to stay rooted to this place, or she does not want to stay rooted to the place she's in right now. Just because she lives here right now doesn't mean she wants to live there forever. It could happen that way. And as long as enough things around her keep her or him interested and excited, then everything will be good. But if he gets bored, so we don't want anybody to get bored. So this is your 12th house. Oh, this is the Queen of Cups. Oh, God, what the hell is that? Oh, sorry, did I do that? Okay. Long-term plans and friends. If you need to, call your old friends and ask them what's new. And tell them what's new with you. Okay? Because there's going to be some kind of connection there. Okay? Now, the final outcome is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. So, in general, you go to sleep reasonably happy and reasonably cozy and warm and comfortable. And you're very happy. Honest to God, you're very happy. Now, look, but this is a card of an ending. What the world does that mean? So, because that card, whoopsie, oh no, it does go this way, means an ending. An ending to what? An ending to disappointment. Oh, you're going to have a new life, because what death means is a change, okay? And this is these two people. Don't anybody panic. You are not going to die. It's just words. It's just comparisons. It's just metaphors, okay? And something about your life, the way you're living it now, is going to end. Don't panic. It doesn't have to end today. It doesn't have to end tomorrow. It might not end for another year. But you might be thinking about the end of X when you go to sleep at night. And then this is you going for a completely different change to lead a completely different life, because these people are going to bury a person, and that person is going to go to heaven, right? That person is going to go to heaven. Now, people are going to miss you. Okay? And look what, now, I had to put some modifiers on that because that was kind of wonky. And this, though, is your willingness to share and to be available and to be, what do I want to say, your intellect and your energy used to benefit yourself and your family. So there are, okay, Cancer, let's do this. Major Arcana cards are destiny cards. So let's count the destiny cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, That's a lot of destiny cards. So this year is going to be a little more exciting than the last few years. There'll be unexpected events that will occur that will cause you excitement and happiness, and it'll probably bring money. So this is what my mother used to say, put your nose to the grindstone and your shoulder to the wheel. That's what she said. And so work at what you want and be mindful. Be mindful of what you want to go after, what the ultimate goal is. What is the ultimate goal here? To stay happy, to stay married, to stay with the person you've spent a considerable amount of time with. Your ongoing care for people who are less fortunate. That'll be exciting. You don't like rules, and you try not to make rules for anybody, and even not yourself. So remember that. And there are some, I don't know why that emperor is there. He's too harsh. But it could be because there are just some lines that some cancers are not willing to cross, because after you cross them, you cannot go back. So that, I believe, is just a warning for you to think before you speak when you're speaking to your partner. And don't make him out to be the bad guy or her out to be the bad guy. Okay? All right. Well, I hope that makes you happy, because you are going to have a great February, and it'll probably lean itself over to the end of 2026. Love you, mean it. Come back and see me. I love talking to you. Thank you very much. This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. And my little corgi's right here next to me. He'd like to talk to you too. First I'll have to teach him. Okay? All right, love you. See you later. Bye.